Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game in episode 5 of Server Stomp. I'm of course joined with Michael and DaemonLasher. How are you doing, man?
Game hey 2. There once again. Game 2, looking forward to it. Game 1, blue team actually came really close to coming back. Watch that if you guys haven't already.
Yep, absolutely. Of course, you can find that VOD at youtube.com/Sireph. We're just waiting for this game to start. We've got an interesting group here. We've got some people from a multitude of teams, so let's show them. Alright, so on the red team, we've got Silven, the Guardian, Staiphos, our Server Stomp resident, Flissey, the Engineer, Viphre, and Grower. Viphre is well, if you'd recognize him, if you watch the VOD from the Players Club, entire Players Club versus Lords of the Dead. Of course, on the blue team, we got Sargon of Sanctuary, Biggs the Bomber, the Infanta, ZambriniX, and Zoose. The Infanta and ZambriniX, of course, are also in that match. Zoose, the Elementalist for SOAC Gaming right now. Let's watch what's going on in the actual game here. Let's go in to the map and see some movements. Altars being capped, temples being capped, and there is, of course, a major fight here in a gate. No one's on point except for the blue team is going with Sargon of Sanctuary. Now, he's running some, looks to be Mace Shield. So he's going to be pretty interesting here. Mike, tell me about this guy's build.
He's actually going to be the team's bunker this time around. Zoose was kind of complaining that they didn't have a bunker last time around. That's kind of what lost for them. Did a really great job actually getting to the middle of the point, bunkering down, not letting the Elementalists get much done. And when the time gained, he got a nice immobilized on the Elementalists and let the Thieves finish him up.
Absolutely. Now, Red has managed to take temple points and altar point here. Look, going in an altar, we're going to see an interesting fight. Zeus in the downstate. Flissey going to just knock him down, really. He's going to be kept from taking the point. There's a ferocity that's been taken by one of the teams. I think it was actually taken by Red Team. Red Team up 38 points to 34 of the blue team. But Temple is being recapped by Zambrini. Here comes Viphre. He's going to turn to stone momentarily, but he's actually on point. Zambrini off point, knocked down. Here comes Sargon of Sanctuary. It's going to be an interesting fight here. Let's go in with Viphre and watch as he does some damage here. Mike, what is he doing here with his build?
Viphre is running the Dagger build. You see this out of a lot of Ellies actually, with 30 points into Arcana for the evasive. Gives him a lot of sustain actually. Viphre taking a lot of damage though. Once again, the Thieves pulling out the burst is going to be the Elementalist's downfall. It's really going to be the only thing that's going to be able to push him off point. We see once again the Thief Guardian combo coming up again from the start. Guardian pulling off the nice immobilized and Thief following up with the Basilisk's Venom in a quick backstab. Zambrini is going to get the stomp here over on Viphre as he's trying to hide in the corner. Might be able to get another Vapor Form off though before he does go down. Blue team does take back the temple. They're holding it at the moment and fighting for the gate, and it looks like they might be able to take that down. 2 people for red team are down. Silven does go down, and Flissey looks like he's going to follow quickly afterwards.
That's actually true. Now I have to admit, my microphone was muted, and I've actually just committed a cardinal sin in alt-tab, and here we're back in the game. Production errors abound, but Zeus is going to decide to leave Flissey behind. Might be going up to get another point here. Looks like the Infanta is communing with that ferocity. He's going to come up here. Zeus is going to get knocked down by Viphre, riding the lightning into Zeus, and he's going to take this battle, see if he can burst down Viphre before he gets critted down as well. This is going to be an interesting battle here between these titans, Viphre, of course, and Zeus, very skilled players.
Looks like Viphre's got the edge here, however, Zeus kind of running low from his last fight. And yeah, he does put him into the downstate, and it looks like he's going to be able to get off the Mist Stomp.
Oh, that Mist Form Stomp is beautiful, man. Blue team has 2 points, the temple and the gate. They're also taking altar. Biggs the Bomber doing a back cap operative work here. Looks like we've got Staiphos, who is attempting to come in, being taken down by the Infanta. This is going to be an interesting match as blue team is now up on the red team, 151 points, 153 points now at 108. If you remember last game, red team managed to take a convincing game. Blue team managed to come back, but red team put them in the grave here. Grower on temple. Silven deciding, let's go take the fight to them, and let's watch Silven as he takes on Biggs the Bomber and the Infanta, 2 teammates.
Yeah, a bit of a flip side here, actually. Blue taking the early lead. It looks like Red might be coming back into this pretty strongly. Took the temple back and the gate. Just lost the gate, however, as blue team captures their close point. So they're rotating their forces around, and blue team's trying to split them up.
Yeah, and it looks like red team gets the temple, and is blue team managed to get stillness. Of course, stillness is a buff that spawns in the center of the map, and it's basically like having another control point. It doubles your intake, really, or gives you another. Yeah, it doubles your intake when you have a certain amount of cabinets. For example, if you have 1 capture node, you get 2 points. If you have 2, you get 4 additional points per 2 seconds. And Silven is coming in here on the altar to try and relieve the pressure here from blue, try and steady the sort of sieving points that red team is doing, but they have no points right now.
Yeah, blue team just doing a really great job of rotations at the moment. They're definitely playing the split game much better. Red team is grouping up, and as you can see, they're picking up a lot more kills. The blue team with the control points and the stillness that put them up way more than they were before. Now it's 260 to 150.
That's absolutely true. And of course, if your team is getting lots of kills, this is the map to do it on. If you can abuse both ferocities which spawn in both the bottom corners of this map, you can get those double points and an additional 6 points per kill. Why is Guild Wars 2 coming down on me? We'll never know. You'll see my Twitter feed in the background there. Biggs the Bomber going down to Grower. Flissey and Viphre running off and trying to take the team fight elsewhere. It looks like Silven is coming in. He's going to try and cap Solo in the mid. Zoose is going to jump down and try and stomp on him, but here comes the pair of Flissey and Silven. Looks like this is going to be a fight that will not go in Zeus's favor, rather, and Zeus is going to have to run away. Let's go in with him and see where he exactly goes. Looks like the Biggs and him are going to go really towards the altar. There's a major team fight here with Sargon of Sanctuary. He's popping down that shield. Let's watch him as he takes on some thieves from a Thieves Guild and Staiphos' one of Staiphos' skills, rather. Meanwhile, Gate is being taken down by Silven.
Staiphos is running at the moment. Dagger build.
Yeah, he is definitely running a dagger build, and that of course does what, Mike?
He's running dagger. He's running a lot of stealth with that. You're going to see a lot of black powder and heartseekers coming out of him, and he's running the traits that definitely allow him to do this. The 30 into critical strikes also give him a huge amount of burst coming out of that with a heartseeker backstab.
Looks like Staiphos, of course, is getting the Stomp Master. Staiphos over here. Grower on the same side, taking down Zeus. But here comes Tranquility. Tranquility is a major thing on this map. If your team gets it, they get all 3 points automatically to their side. But looks like blue team manages to kind of preempt this. They've got someone on altar, immediately decaps it. This is what red can really take advantage of if they can get stillness. Flissey is going in for the stillness. This is going to be such a great comeback for red team if they can get in the Infanta off altar, if they can get stillness, and they do. Let's go with Flissey, the person who just got stillness for her team. They're of course going to be earning so many points, and blue team is not even earning any, because it looks like at altar, Staiphos has managed to stay on point and keep Infanta off. Look at that, dodging the stomp, going in with Staiphos. Let's see if he can come back up before no, the Infanta notices, of course. He's not going to be juked by that, but they've managed to come back. 328 points, they're up now. 332 points, 336 to the blue team's 330, and this is going to be red team's major comeback. This is exactly what I love to see here on Server Stomp. Did we lose you, Mike? We may have lost him. I mean, it looks like I'm going to have to solo cast this for a little bit. My apologies for having lots of technical difficulties. Oh, you're back? Okay. Yep. That's great. I'm a little afraid there, my friend.
Alright, so it looks like blue team is coming back into this. Red team did a great job there, triple capping them with that buff and taking stillness, which brought them back into this. As you can see, the score is now 375 to 360. Blue team, though, once again showcasing their mobile power, taking the outer points and bunkering down on the middle point, trying to distract the red team while they hold more.
Now, one of the biggest and hardest parts of Server Stomp is that the team that you are being put into is not your practice team. So people like Infanta, people like Silven and Zeus are not playing with their standard lineup, so the communication is not on point. It's really a test of how well you can mesh with the community and how well of a team player you can be. It looks like the Infanta is coming in here on this ferocity. She's going to be taking this, and it looks like the teams are finally even up. Blue team retaking it 400 to 398. Red team doesn't have a point. They need to come back. Here comes Fliss going in on the temple point, looking like we've got some red in the midpoint as well. They can shut down and spare somebody over here at the sort of the western ferocity here. Staiphos and Viphre need to take down Zeus and Biggs and then move over to altar to really shut down blue.
Red team doing a great job, actually. If they do manage to secure both the temple and the gate, we can't see them coming back to this. This game is really close. Score is only 420 to 410.
Of course, when in doubt, if you never have anyone to watch, go in with Silven, because he is a champion of this game. We're watching him go in on Sargon of Sanctuary, doing a lot of critical damage, a lot of damage in general. Of course, there's so much red here in the center. Staiphos is on a rampage, getting the stomp off. Silven's going to cap for red. Blue team has no points right now. At altar, Flissey is taking on the Infanta. Engineer versus Thief fight. Let's watch this for a second. Stillness has appeared. Looks like no one's really going in for it. So Flissey has the chance to sort of shut down people here on this point before she has to worry about doing the objective play like she's been doing. But she's going to get knocked down into the down state. Here comes the stomp from Infanta. It's going in with Infanta. Watching him he gets actually interrupted, and there comes another rally from Flissey. Let's watch as at the gate is being fought over. Grower ends the fight. Silven and company opting to pull away from mid. Viphre's going to commune with Stillness. They're going to get the extra points. At Temple, we've got Zambrini doing the objective work again. Back capping while Staiphos comes in here and pops that invisibility. This is so much better of a red team
man, and it's
right
going back and forth, back and forth. Red team taking the lead for a little bit, but blue team once again taking it to 2 points to 1. Looks like they're going to get the decap on the gate before anyone can get there. No, it looks like Grower's going to be able to get on the point, but just not in time. It does get decapped, so blue team is holding the altar at the moment, and they've got no one from red team heading towards it.
Yeah, that is so absolutely true. Of course, red team Stillness buff won't do anything if they don't have any points. Infanta is on Temple, but here comes Silven. He's going to 2v2 it with Staiphos and Sargon of Sanctuary. Let's watch as these guys go in. Let's go in with Staiphos here. He's going to get another stomp. There. Nope, he didn't. He didn't manage to get the Shadow Step Stomp because in the very last second, Sargon managed to pop the Sanctuary on him. That is very skillful of him. But watch as these two go in on a 2v1 here. Red will shortly have this. This is such a close game. None of the points are capped at all. Altar is being capped by Flissey. Gate is a massive team fight.
472 to 469, only a 3-point difference as both teams, there's nothing capped for any of the teams. Red team finally does manage to cap the altar, and they're going to be moving towards the victory first. Sargon doing a great job though keeping the temple. He's trying so hard to stay alive, but he is going to go down. They're going to get the kill off of that, and red team's once again going to take the lead and probably going to be able to secure the temple as well.
They're definitely going to get the temple. They're going to lose the altar though because it looks like the Infanta is there. Meanwhile, in the mid where the big fights are, Zoose is going to get the stomp off on Grower, except nope, there goes a teleportation. Zoose deciding, let's get away from this. He's not even on the points. Zambrini can deal with this. Zoose is going to meanwhile deal with the illusions of the Mesmer here. They're going to be fine. But blue team manages to pull off the win, keeping both the altar and the gate. That was a tremendous game. That was a tremendous
just came
game.
Down to blue team managing to cap the gate just a little bit faster than red team could catch the temple, and they got at least 2 ticks off the altar at the last moment, and that kill off of Grower is really what pushed them for those last 13 points.
Oh man, if you could watch any game of Guild Wars 2, watch what just happened here. We're going to go to Force and Nivell. Don't go anywhere. We're going to start the recording again. Watch out for Game 3. We're tied up. No, we're not tied up. It's actually 2-0 right now for blue.
No, it is 1-1. Zeus's team took 1 and Silven's team took 1.
That's absolutely true. So let's watch this next game as it goes down. Of course, stay tuned for Game 3. That's youtube.com/SirefSC. We'll be right back.